Hello Zang Gang, today I will be showing you the best method to power level yourself or other people. I will be making this video in two parts. The first half of the video will be showing how you can just power level anybody in general. The second half will explain on how to get all 4 of your Vault Hunters to level 50 solo. Make sure to go and join the Discord in the pinned comment down below, and let's get right into this. Alright, before we get into this, there are 4 prerequisites you must have done before using this power leveling method. You must at least be through normal mode. You must at least be level 50. Well, you do not have to be, but I highly recommend you're level 50 to make this faster. You must own the DLC, and you must be through the DLC. After these are all done, you are going to want to be on Coopetition. Now, to be able to do this, be on the start menu and come over and set it to Coopetition. On Cooperation, the enemies will scale with the lowest level player, rather than on Coopetition, the enemies will scale with the highest level player, so you will be getting tons more experience. After you have these done, we'll talk about the rest. Alright, after you have all of those done, you need to come to the handsome Jackpot. You should be level 50. The person hosting this should be level 50 at least. You're going to come to the Compactor, and if you remember, after you do some of the DLC, you come and fight this thing called Scrapbot. You come down this path over here, you come through here, and right down here is where you fight Scrapbot. Now, as you can see, I've killed Scrapbot a whole lot. So after you kill Scrapbot, it's pretty crazy, you can respawn him. Now, to respawn him, you have to make sure the corpse is away. After the corpse is gone, you can come and stand right here for like 3 seconds and run back into the arena. Bam! And look, they respawned again, and I can keep killing them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Now, to do this, I would also recommend getting good Mayhem rolls. You're going to at least want to be on Mayhem 1. You can be on any Mayhem level you want. I'm doing it on Mayhem 4, but you're going to at least want to be on Mayhem 1. You will also want to be having a chain type of weapon to be able to kill them faster. I am using the Redistributor. The Brainstormer works well, any type of the Redistributor. Those are the 2 options really for chaining. If you aren't able to use them, then you're going to have to use a corrosive weapon of a sort. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And it also does not depend, it doesn't matter which character you use at all. I'm also using the loaded dice and the lucky shield. You do not have to, by all means. You can use whatever you want for equipment. The only thing that matters is you have a nice chain gun. And any version of the Brainstormer you can use. It doesn't even have to be an anointed one. It should work fine. I was using a fire redistributor at first, but luckily I had a corrosive redistributor drop a little bit earlier, so I'm running that. And then for the second stage right here, you're going to want to farm an ion cannon. That will also be pinned in the comments if you do not know where to get the ion cannon. This is one of the strongest weapons in the game, especially for single targets like this. As you can see, it's destroying Scrap Trap Prime on Mayhem 4 without good rolls. And boom, he's dead. Now, as you can see, he drops a buttload of legendaries, especially with the loaded dice on, because luck does increase your legendary drops. You're going to get good loot while you do this. Just have your friend in here while you're killing them, and they will level up crazily. It did take me 33 Scrap Trap Prime kills to get a character from level 1 to 50, which took me about an hour long. Isn't too bad. This is what I meant about you got to wait for this corpse to leave before you can respawn. You can also see it on the mini-map on the top. There is still the skull icon. You gotta wait for that skull icon to go away. But luckily, while it's sitting there, you can keep killing stuff. Each one of these baby claptraps give me about 1,500 XP a kill. I believe the big one gives me around 15k. I actually haven't looked. But I think after one whole run, you get about 60,000 XP, which is going to level up your split screener or your friend very fast. And look, I just respawned by running out and coming back again. Now, I did check, and you do have to make sure everybody who is in the arena needs to leave and come back in. So if your split screen is down here helping you for some reason, they definitely should not be, because they're going to get destroyed. You're going to have them leave the arena. And if you're having a friend help you, I don't know. Whatever you're doing, they just all need to leave the arena for it to spawn. It's not too bad of a farm. These are with bad rolls again. This is crit damage down, and there's no SMG up, no corrosive up, nothing. And I'm also getting Guardian ranks while I'm doing this. This is my second Guardian rank I've gotten since I've been in. I'm a very high Guardian rank level. About an hour long of doing this, and you'll get your character to level 50. Now we will go over on how to level up yourself to level 50. Alright, now we will go over on how to power level yourself. Now I used this method before the DLC was out, and it worked very well. Now with this DLC out, you're actually going to do it a hell of a lot faster. Now you're going to need an extra profile on your console. Now this is only achievable on console currently. So you need a second controller and you need to have a console to be able to do this. Now after you have a second controller and you have a console, you're going to have to make a second account on your console. Doesn't matter anything, you just need a second account. Use your sister's account, it doesn't matter. Sign into that account and your main account. Now on the second controller, bring your character in. Now we're going to call this second character Frank. Bring Frank in with whatever character you want. It really doesn't matter. Just bring Frank in with the character. Now power level Frank to level 50 with the method we just went over. Just keep farming the scrap traps over and over again up until Frank is level 50. Now once Frank is level 50, he can use the gear you've been using. So give Frank all the gear you have been using. And after Frank has all the gear and Frank is level 50, you're going to want to have Frank bring you through the DLC. So you're going to start the game with Frank at level 50 and your second character at whatever level they are, and then have Frank speed run the game with you and Frank at the same time, and both of your stories will finish. Now after you've done this, boom, you completed normal mode on both of them at the same time, which is great. After you've done this, go run the DLC and get up the scrap trap with both of them again. Now after you've done this, make sure you have your Mayhem 1 on and the Competition on, and level up your main with Frank. Use Frank to level you up rather than leveling Frank up. And after Frank levels you up, you will have your second character at level 50. Now you can immediately bring your third character in. So if you finished your Zane and your Amara, you could bring Flack in and Frank can level Flack up to level 50 just right there again. You don't have to go through the story or nothing. After Frank got your Flack up to level 50, you could bring in your Moze and Frank can get Moze to 50 and however many characters you would like to do after that. Now, after your characters are level 50, you will have to speedrun the DLC on all your new characters again. There's no way around that. But that is my method on how to get all 4 of your Vault Hunters to level 50 quickly. Now, with this method, it doesn't make it very fast, too, and there's almost absolutely no downtime at all with leveling up Frank and having Frank level you up. Because at the same time, you will be getting tons of legendaries, and it only takes about an hour, where before it used to take 4 to 6 hours. So this is actually really nice. Dad's tips to not be dead. Alright, for Dad's tip to not be dead, we will be talking about farming and making your life a little bit easier. So when farming bosses, sometimes you do have to go back to Sanctuary for some reason or another. Whether it be to get ammo, to put stuff into your bank, whatever it is, you will have to go back to Sanctuary every now and then. Now, rather than leaving your farming spot and having to run through it again, you can switch it to normal mode and go through Sanctuary on normal. And that way, when you switch it back to TVHM, you can be right back at your farm. Oh yeah, quick shout out to Santaros for that amazing tip today. Thanks for checking out this power leveling method. If it helped you, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment about how this helped you or if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the Zane Gang if you have not yet. I will see you guys in the next one. Spikes out!